Hey everybody, AG here. In a recent video I talked about would you guys ban an OP champion or would you not? And let's go ahead and look at those results. Out of 1162 responses, 798 of you said that you would ban Shmoogie, and I don't blame you. I think the champion would have been totally busted, but for those of you that didn't want to ban Shmoogie, you know, you could be that the person, someone else bans the champion for you anyway, so it doesn't matter if you're first ban or not, which is definitely a good point as well. But, you know, to each their own opinion. Me personally, I would ban the champion, whatever. Or knowing that the other team also knows that the champion's bannable, of course, then you could always use the argument that I wouldn't ban Shmoogie because someone on the enemy team out of the 3 bans could probably ban Shmoogie because they're like, that champion's fucking stupid, why should we let it through? And then save your team a ban and then ban something else that you think is overpowered. So actually, I think that not banning the champion in this particular situation, since you're first ban and there are 5 other people that have to ban, probably one of those 5 people would ban that overpowered champion, just for the either sake of someone else not wanting to deal with it or someone else not wanting their team to have said champion. It's probably going to get banned by someone else and you can use that ban for something else. So I can totally see that particular mindset. Now for today, I'd like to go over a different question. I would like to see what your guys' opinion is about 2 different champions that you can have go on in the bot lane. Those 2 champions being Brand or Zyra. And I want to hear your opinion about which champion you think would be more effective as a support versus the other. I know they have very different build paths. I know they have very different staple items within their kit, but I'm really curious to see what you guys think or what you guys would rather have on your team as a support. I know my opinion may be a little biased, but that's just because I've played Zyra so extensively, and I've been playing a lot of Brand lately on one of my Smurf accounts just to try and test him out and see how well I could do with this particular champion and how far I could go on this particular champion playing on him as a support. So me personally, my opinion may be quite biased because I am a huge Zyra fan, always have been, and I honestly feel that she is, for my personal opinion, the better support when it comes to bot lane. But when it comes to Brand, his kit is just a lot more fun to play and a lot more rewarding as far as damage output. I feel like I do significantly more damage on Brand as opposed to Zyra because of that constant burn that he can apply, and with the new mastery that came out, the Deathfire Touch, which I also believe is very good on Zyra. I'm curious to know what you guys think. I mean, I'm going to definitely talk about the pros and cons of both champions, like for example, both very immobile champions, but the cons to Brand specifically is that he has to use 2 spells to get a snare, which is the equivalent of about 120 mana early levels because it's 50 for your Q and about 70 for your E if you go with that route particularly, and that's just a really expensive combo early. I mean, like, you know, a Blitz grab's pretty expensive as well, but in the case of Brand versus Zyra, Zyra gets a completely free spell that can go through minions as well, while, you know, Brands cannot. However, Brand does have very high damage targeted spells that work very well with Rylai's, and Zyra does not. If she misses her spells, she has to rely on her plants, which may or may not even target the person that you want them to hit. So they both have their ups and downs as far as dealing their damage and the kite ability using their kits. Brand's kite ability is absurd. His ability to just dominate a fight by himself or dominate a fight or go and start a 1v5 situation is just significantly stronger than what I've ever been able to do on Zyra. A lot more rewarding as a mage. However, I just feel that I feel more comfortable playing Zyra after playing her so long, and even taking her to Plat 2 last season on one of my other Smurf accounts, XD, you know, no pun intended, but I definitely feel that Zyra is a very solid support over Brand, and the simple fact because her huge knockup on her ultimate is very nice. Her very easy to land snare with her E, and even if you miss it, the very decent slow that she gets from it, which you can proc Leandry's Torment to get extra damage because of the slow, or the movement impairment, I should say rather, when you use your Q and another plant, which the W being a free spell that also grants vision, is very nice. And I personally, I'm gonna have to go Zyra on this one, but I want to hear what you guys, I know some of you guys may rather see Brand because his damage is literally absurd. If you're not relying heavily on trying to land a snare or worry about CC, your damage is just going to be amazing, and you can just walk in and people will be afraid of you. But anyway, guys, let me know in a comment below what you think is a better champion and why. While also taking that poll, go ahead and answer that question. I will definitely read over what you guys say and respond as much as I can while looking up and seeing what I can ask you guys for another question. But I hope you guys also enjoy the outro. I've been working on that all Sunday. Finally came up with something that I thought would be pretty cool. Probably going to stick with it for a while, see how it does, see how much you guys like it, because I know you guys liked a lot of the earlier outros that I made as opposed to the newer one that I've got. But let's see how you guys like this one. But anyway, I will see you guys in the next episode of whatever it is I decide to do. I'll see you guys later. Peace late.